Hey there, folks. I'm the Serious JG,
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
and it's time for the network of mine. No, it's time at last for Let's Play Together, even though it's a one-player game. Metal Gear Solid V Ground Zeroes. Now, I've played. Yes, where we find out the big boss eats like mice.
Eats rodents and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Boss is a visitor.
well, it wouldn't be the stupidest plot twist in the Metal Gear series.
I suppose he did end up being a snatcher, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. But I've already played a bit of Metal Gear Solid V on the channel with the side ops and stuff. But we wanted to get through Peace Walker. I hadn't had in detail the story spoiled, but I knew a big fact that Bobo needed to actually experience in the game, and it's something that, to be honest with you, if I don't have the patience, this just might go up before we get through all of Peace Walker. But the plan is that you guys know by now that frickin' Paz betrayed us and stole Metal Gear Zeke and had to be defeated by Big Boss.
And then she had to get pieced out.
She had to get pieced out. And that's kind of important information for the starting point of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which Bobo will be playing for us right now.
So this is actually going to be Let's Watch Bobo play.
Well, I mean, I guess the first time you die, assuming you die at all, we'll figure it. We haven't really figured out the ground rules.
That. I guess from what you were telling me though, it's like it's not a very long game.
It's not.
And you've played through it before.
I've played through it probably 3 times by now.
So you sort of would know your way around.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that are randomized. There's some things that are like guard placements I don't think are identical every time.
Oh, so it's like Tenshu.
It is a lot like Tenshu, including the fact that when you're climbing on the roof, people will go.
That's cool. This game has an autosave feature. That's good to know.
Good to know. Excellent to know. We're playing the PS4 version 1.10.
We're hanging out in one of our helicopters.
Poor Bobo has to actually look at the controller to figure out. I had to do the same thing. It's one of the first PS4 games I actually played, folks.
Oh yeah, and, I remember us sitting down when you first got the system.
Yeah, when Dad we hooked it up to the TV to make sure everything worked, and I was trying to use his internet to load a bunch of files for it, and Dad's he's a gadget guy. He doesn't like video games, but he likes to see what technology's about. And we watched the intro to this game, and he was commenting on the chopper protocols and being like, "Yep, that's pretty much how that works."
Yeah. Let's go to
move on here.
Yeah, check the save data. Papa G, Vulture Senior. That was his whole deal.
So the disc is a bit messed up, just because it was sitting out exposed to dust in the apartment for a while, but everything should work. Oh. I know I did in fact try to load the game.
Yeah. Because
it was a free, and I felt like a sucker. Not only have I bought this game twice, once for 360 and once for PS4, it was a free PlayStation Network game 1 month, and it wouldn't let me download a digital copy because it detected that I already had a disc copy saved. Anyway, mission select is what you want because...
Right, but there's cassette tapes. I want to sit down and listen to them.
Well, we can pay attention to whether or not we unlock any cassette tapes or find them. But yeah, the cassette tapes will actually support... Well, I think you can access cassette tapes from in-game too.
Right. This controller is so slightly different from PS3, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Cruiser.
Select.
And you want Ground Zeroes. Rescue Mother Base member Chico and high-value target Paz from a U.S. naval prison facility and escape the mission area by chopper. Targets Chico and Paz.
What about the man? And you've already completed...
I've done all of these, and
Renegade Thread,
and I've done them all on the channel. So, folks, if you're bored, check out these other videos where I've already done the non-canon side ops. But Bobo wasn't there, so
placements. I did see Deja Vu, and I think Jamais Vu.
Although actually, you notice that those are not clear. It's because I cleared them on the Xbox 360. Yeah. So at some point when I'm bored, I'll have to go clear them, just in case they I have to do that in case when I install Phantom Pain. It looks at my hard drive to see whether I've cleared all this shit and gives us
Oh, you
extra
mean
credits.
like in case Phantom Pain features a young psycho mantis who's just like, let me read your past.
No, I'm thinking
Let
more
me
along
read your past.
I need to find out, like, did you save the Arachnite Queen or did you kill the Arachnite Queen in Metal Gear Ground Zeroes?
Alright, so mission will begin. Yeah, let's continue.
Let's continue.
Kept myself waiting, huh?
We kept you waiting. In an era when the world was still divided into East and West, the boss, Mother of Special Forces, hero of World War II, defected the Soviet.
Under orders from the U.S. government, her final apprentice, Naked Snake, took her life. For the boss, her defection was no more than a cover. She was made to sacrifice herself to prevent nuclear war. That was her final mission.
Keep clicking through, yeah. So. The boss used Snake to ensure that the philosopher's legacy, the vast military fund under Soviet army control, would reach America. For these outstanding accomplishments, Snake was awarded the title Big Boss.
After returning back in America, Snake began recruiting soldiers with the help of Katsuhiro Miller, a man he first met in the war zone. In 1974, the pair constructed a secret base in the Caribbean. Snake's private army continued to grow until their need...
You can go back if you need to, yeah.
For a determined, prompted them to obtain a nuclear weapon.
Meanwhile, Major Zero, the man who once worked with Snake to create Special Forces Unit Fox, used the Philosopher's legacy to expand his intelligence organization, Cypher. Cypher proceeded to spread its roots into the furthest depths of the United States.
With no military of his own, Zero longed to rejoin his old comrade Snake, and sent his operative Puss to make contact. Puss attempted to steal a nuclear-equipped walking battle tank Metal Gear Zeke. What the fuck, man?
You're not intended to read this, apparently. Yep. I guess that didn't quite work. Now it wants us to read how to actually play the game. Are you pressing forward or back?
I'm pressing back.
Oh. Bullet penetration. There's hints about bullet penetration.
I guess
apparently there is a lot to know about how to play this game.
I mean, that's fair.
Like,
I guess I should just start the mission.
I think just start the mission.
It seemed to be telling us stuff that we sort of knew.
Oh, I needed to go in between videos. I might want to change my system settings so that we don't get little messages telling us that the in-console gameplay recording is paused. So,
that said Camp Omega had an image of Cuba on it there. Are we supposed to be in Gitmo here?
We're in Gitmoid. This is big. No, this is. I don't know if it's officially Gitmo or if it's just a fake. I think it is Gitmo, actually. I don't think they bother with a fake Gitmo. But yeah, Kojima just decided, you know what, I haven't been dark enough, and I haven't been, like, you know, kind of vaguely anti-US enough. So let's dwell on Gitmo. Something Americans generally don't like to talk about with foreigners. Human rights activists, those kinds of, you know, troublemakers.
Well, I mean, as long as they're not human activists or human rights activists working for NATO.
She told us everything.
About how you had a crush on her?
Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it.
Wow, the advanced technology from that wonderful country, Japan, created by Sony.
Amazing. Wait, he's got a jack sticking out of his chest.
That's kind of creepy.
How's it feel to play the traitor?
You feel pretty good, man.
No more war games.
The
You're
match
a real
beyond?
man now, soldier.
Hombre nuevo. Ricardo Chico Valenciano
Chico.
Libre. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of spoiled that, didn't I?
I thought I was gonna. What the fuck is he doing with the 3.5mm jack in his chest?
Suddenly Chico's whole
Give my
thing with
regards to
Otopogo
your
is not the
boss when
weirdest
you
thing
get
going on with him.
We'll go hunting UMS together.
Hey, it's that song that they did a cover of in the final credits of Metal Gear Solid 4. It really puts his mind in, you know, a more positive, upbeat, and happy place.
Yeah.
So, I'm just thinking back to Metal Gear for the NES. The graphics when those scorpions kind of rotate in circles over that orangey, splotchy background that indicated desert.
Yeah.
Video games have kind of advanced a bit since then, haven't they?
I suppose that's true. And I thought it was really dramatic looking the way they had like 2 or 3 different stages for the like parachute inflation during that opening cinematic of
It was
Metal Gear
like cinema
that
verite,
took all
man.
of 7 seconds.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who's drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan?
That sort of sounds like
Silence
Paz, but
before
who the
we're
hell's that other guy?
compromised?
No, I've got something else in mind.
What?
Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent.
Really?
She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
I thought you knew she was already like a quadruple agent.
A slice of American pie on communist soil and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has
I
to
want
be
to find out who this new
somehow.
character is.
The timing's too perfect.
The
Probably
UN's
Gray Fox.
nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
Wait, Paz's leak is her own business.
Don't get into
If our
Donald Trump
capabilities
style
gets
trouble
out,
here.
and we'll
Yeah.
have the whole world out to shut us down.
It is kind of a problem for me that they have a nuclear weapon.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Sure, she seems trustworthy.
This guy's a member of the Fox unit.
Got a little skin trouble there, buddy. But he's not a member of the Fox unit, as we'll see shortly. Because
Well, I mean,
It
what,
shouldn't
as
have
I
looked-
recall, the Fox unit was full of a bunch of like circus freaks.
That's true.
Various times in history.
Dead Cell was, after all, the most impressive collection of freaks. But that's not Fox, unless... I mean, even with the mirror, that's all. Wow. As seen on TV, I'm gonna buy that for 1995. Trojan horses in, huh? I'm sure there's nothing ominous about that comment we need to worry about.
Skullface. Commander of the Zoff. Oh, what?
Pirate crackdown to go. Move!
Catalina, beware. You too, Kenway.
Let's all hop on board this flight for Nilbog.
I put like 150 videos into Assassin's Creed 4. I still thought about Catalina before I thought about AO3, you feeling okay? You look a little down.
Yeah. It's like, let's get this rolling.
It's like, yep, spin them things around.
Sit down and rotate. Yeah, the Vulture Papa was one of the first Armored Division commanders in the regular army to get to use these UH-60s.
Yeah, Big Daddy G.
And yeah, he was sitting there. That was a nice moment to just watch him be impressed both by the
who's the other
visuals
target?
and the overall action. I mean, they have to
That would be
consult with
Chico.
some of these things.
Oh
being
yeah,
held in
but-
no,
secret
they
at
take that
Paz.
shit serious.
Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring them back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em, guys.
Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point.
This is apparently also a little more symbolically done, but similar to other things that people might do in earlier Hueys over Laos. But
Yeah. I do kind of find it interesting. There's a whole group of normal military dudes in the Zoff unit, and a skull-faced guy wearing a suit and fedora.
yeah,
Well, what could Zoff be a rival to? Wait a second. It's bringing back memories of seeing
We'll
the
send a chopper from
ads
across
for
the
this game
Cuba
before
border.
it came
We
out.
should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch.
A nice view of
You'll
whoever this
probably just
strange
miss
new
our
character's butt
guests.
is.
well, I mean,
The
that
only catch
looks
is
like it's
you go in solo.
probably Big
The
Boss. He
politically
just,
sensitive nature of
I mean,
the mission
obviously
needs
he's
backup.
infiltrating, so
It's
he's
not
being
an option.
silent.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
I got an artificial voice.
I just don't know. Yeah, like we're interspersing this with periods of earlier dialogue in which Kaz was talking to somebody
I guess this rock
we haven't yet to meet.
kicked a rock loose. That might have set off an alarm. Tara Strong.
Dominic-
Oh, Riku's gonna be in this.
Alberto Del Rio.
Christopher Randall. but he was somebody.
prison camp.
I got one eye.
Age hasn't slowed you down.
That's actually true, though. So, snake? It's a fake snake. This guy could never write a screenplay for The Watchmen.
Kept you waiting, huh?
No, we pretty much played as soon as we were done with Peace Walker. Oh, he must be playing that skull-face guy.
Yeah.
That's the OG time. The OG Panty Complex. This is right up there with getting past those 2 sleeping dogs in the first screen.
Well, it might be. I have yet to actually do anything, but once I do...
Chico and Paz are being held in an old, unused part of the
We don't have that technology now. This game is set in the 70s.
northeast.
I think.
Well, the late 70s.
Oh, okay. So that makes it alright.
This is
1975.
an infiltration mission.
So this is set before I was born.
Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area.
Oh, sorry.
Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Alright, so Bobo is now actually playing the game.
Press the call button to get more intel. That's the refugee camp. I hear it's where they hold refugees from countries like Cuba and Haiti.
Alright.
I don't know for sure that we're at Guantanamo, but...
Your binoculars are equipped with a directional microphone. You should be able to listen in on whatever they're pointed at.
This is what he tends to say when you didn't find anything that he has comments on.
An anti-air gun. A chopper's worst nightmare.
When you actually zoom in on somebody with binoculars and hold it for a minute, you mark them, which means that you get these little red triangles floating around above their heads, and anytime you get close to them, you know where they are.
You see them choppers? Who are they with?
Beats me, man. Green berets,
Hey, man.
SEALs.
Those ain't no jarhead birds, I can tell you that. Some paramilitary setup?
Well, some of the guys are saying, you know what? Best we just drop this, right?
Sure.
There's a door in the fence.
There sure is.
What about this?
A watchtower. Don't get spotted.
It's the Watchtower. If you read it, you'll learn about religion.
What about America?
Oh, glory.
The Stars and Stripes.
Oh, wow.
Not a popular sight in Cuba.
Yeah, Bobo's actually doing more with this than I ever did.
You should try listening in on those soldiers. Even casual chatter could reveal something in a place like this.
For example, they don't know who those guys were.
That's, you know... what's back here?
You can use your iDroid to check all sorts of
Apparently
operational
not
data.
much.
The
All right.
map, objectives, the target's locations. It'll help a lot if you let it.
Alright,
But now if you stop and... That suitcase, I believe, is there because of previous
completed the
accomplishments,
game.
but,
it has a silent pistol and an
no, you
SMG.
have a silent pistol. If you
Oh.
press and hold circle, it will be replaced by a small machine gun, which you probably
Don't want to do.
don't want to do. Not if we're going to try to be, like, nice about this.
Well, it's also a silent machine gun round. What's this guy? I
It
have...
has a grenade launcher. You
I
do
could-
not have anything in that slot. No reason not to take it.
Oh.
You can use that to take out their vehicles or anti-air guns. But you'll be broadcasting your position to the whole base. If you're gonna use it, be ready.
But in fact, yeah, so it's a bit of a cheat that you have that at this point. But, yeah, whatever.
I also need to figure out how I rotate weapons. See, I was thinking press R2 to bring up the radial menu, but that does not seem to be the case.
Press R3. Okay, that doesn't do it either. R1?
I'm very nervous that that will be fire. No, it's scope for some reason.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Try pressing,
Triangle?
No, press that big square button in the middle off to the right.
Touchpad.
This will bring you to this area. We can get mission info and stuff. This maybe the first video just consists of some background stuff. But click down to mission info.
Mission info. All right.
This is the transmission we intercepted. Chico's call for help.
Snake, it's Chico. I need your help.
Oh, the Fogos has
Cypher's holding
captured
on
me.
a U.S. military base in Cuba.
That's not much to go on.
Posit's here too. We're at the precinct area on the coast. There's some cages to the east of a big building. East an old grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
Their lives are in your hands. Get Chico and Paz out of there.
Posada.
Chico. Okay, so let's... Interrogation, no, nothing.
And you can play a Walkman tape. I don't know if we should have anything.
We have...
Oh, there's Chico's tapes.
1, 4, 6, and 7.
Let's leave them be. I think if you back out of here and press the options button, you should actually...
No, that actually gives me the same
information. Options button is the little...
Yeah, this one.
I thought, okay, well,
Yeah, if I press the left side of the touch button, I get to this menu.
Well, I guess you can actually check options from here, or manual, excuse me. I think that should...
Or
Sorry
do that.
This is super pro. Good news is that the controls are supposed to be the same for the new game, so...
Oh, it's a whip manual.
Yeah, so if
How
you
about
go
controls?
to... Yeah, controls. It should help us out a bit.
And,
And change stance, but reload. I wanted to say the directional buttons have to do... Yeah. I didn't want to steer you wrong, but the directional buttons are what you use to actually select different weapons.
Oh, primary select. So it's a little bit like Army of Two.
It is a little bit like Army 2, actually.
Oh.
Kojima stole everything from that series, including all those sequences of Big Boss and Master Miller air guitaring.
Triangle button is contact sensor. Oh, that's the action button. All right, I think I will
So if you
be able
select and equip, if you press down, you should be able to select secondary weapon.
Yeah, which in this case would probably be a
Silence pistol.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back out of here.
Just press the start button again, I think, or circle, or...
Nope.
I don't remember having had this much fun getting out of that menu, but...
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna stand up and see if I can remember the basics of CQC. Okay. Alright, I've got the basics of CQC. Oh, and shoulder switching. That's still a thing. Alright, so...
Now, you're going to want to... What I always do, I don't suppose you have to do this, but that guy is going to spot you in that tower.
Keep low. You can check the controls on the pause screen.
Maybe you'll find another route, and I should just shut up and let you do it, but his light keeps going back and forth if you try to get anywhere near the front gate.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's another way to get in. I always deal with that guard and then use the front gate, but maybe you want to do something else.
These appear to be plot rocks.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what if we come down to the fence here and see if there's anything... Nope. Not so much. Now, I guess I have a silenced pistol. I could attempt to...
He is really far away.
I'm not even talking about killing him. I'm just talking about attempting to take out the light. Which I imagine would still alarm him.
You got tranquilizer darts.
Oh, they're tranquilizer darts.
You're going to be shooting at... Well... Enemies left the area.
That's unusual.
I mean, what you need... What I usually would have to do is get in close before... Well... We'll see.
That
Like-
guy's not sleeping yet.
No, I don't think he got hit.
If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
Zulu 2, this is CP. We don't have the manpower right now. Stay on the lookout for further activity. Out.
The game's fairly forgiving. This guy's being told they don't have anyone to spare to go check on the guy that he just spotted. But no, I mean, you'd need to get, like, hug the wall. Oh, he's coming after you personally. So you just don't want to be where you were when he spotted you. That little white symbol indicates basically that he's looking for you.
Yeah, it's a Sultan radar, big guy.
But, yeah, now that you got him out of the tower, which is kind of... This should work, but... Maybe you were hitting him. But we've already used, we've got a total of less than 30 tranq darts. I think we've used about 6 on this guy now.
Total of 30.
Well, you had...
CP, this is Zulu 2. Spotted a suspicious individual. Going to check it out. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out.
I don't think we're going to get the best clear score ever anyway, so not that worried. He just went down. I don't think you do body checks in this game.
Give me a sit rep.
It will be a situation report.
Come in. We have a situation. All units on alert.
So they're entering an alert status.
Yeah.
But I can still go in there. The patrols have changed. Anybody you've already seen, you'll still know where they are on the radar. But there might be new guards around that weren't here before because the patrol route changed.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
And,
I don't actually know my east from west.
well,
In this
bring up the
world.
iDroid.
I could bring up my iDroid.
Time doesn't pause while you're looking at this thing, but you can figure out what way you're facing.
Okay,
You
so-
are the white arrow. Stop for a second. The X is basically over the top of the symbol that represents you right now.
CP, this is Delta
So
3.
there, that little arrow.
Oh, that white arrow.
You're actually facing, like if you,
So it's to my right.
Stand down. Stand
Yep.
down. Return to your post. Out.
it is in fact to your right.
So over this way is where it's gonna be.
But I think we're at about 30 minutes
Eyes
if we
open,
want to.
boss.
I don't even know what that means. Press hold L3 to peek. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
Oh wait, that doesn't pause.
that does
This
not pause.
Doesn't either. How about this?
That will pause. Yep, that will pause. And in this first video, we've managed to watch the intro, use about a half dozen rounds of tranq dart. It's a bit different, folks. It has a different feel from the last game. But we managed to get into the base. So next time, we'll see if we can actually move around inside the base. But we have done the equivalent of getting past 2 dogs. I'm Mysterious JG.
Oh, Bobo the Vulture.
I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully you'll tune in next time as we, well, I'm just giving Bobo a hard time out of the gate for no reason, but I'm like, let's see if we can make a full length out of LP out of this game.
Wahaha.
Yeah, sorry guys.